With the new year coming up, we all desire and seek a fresh, brand new start. And why not? If we say so, so shall it be. A desire to be our best self, to live our best life, to live fully is admirable and inspiring, and each of us have that desire, whether we're aware of it or not. So, if you're tuning in, you can be sure that there are no accidents and you're in the perfect place. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Welcome all you powerful manifestors to the AOM Art of Manifestation channel. I'm manifestation and life coach Sterling Mire. Being the best version of ourselves is not only a courageous intention, but indicates an adventurous and fearless spirit. One that operates with a level of faith and inspiration, in spirit, in alignment with one's authentic spirit. That's why inspiration is. I have compiled 5 top things to focus on that will assist in bringing your best self out into the world, ensuring happiness and success in your life. All right, so we'll start with number 1, integrity. A word we don't hear enough of, therefore we may conjure up vague impressions, causing us to be a little confused as to what the clear definition is. Having integrity means that you live in accordance to your deepest values. You're honest with everyone, including yourself, and you always keep your word. Integrity is a highly valued trait, especially in leaders. And guess what? There is no such thing as a follower. We are all leaders, because who else is going to make your decisions and live your life? You are leading you. No one else. Even if you think, what about people who are always doing what others tell them to do? They are taking on what others are saying they should do. Therefore, they are making choices that only they can make for themselves. Okay, so back to integrity. Having integrity is keeping your word when you give it. Follow through on promises that you make to yourself and others without fail. You see, when you do this, you create a history of knowing yourself as someone who says they will fulfill on something. And so they know that as soon as they declare that something shall be, it will, because they have gathered enough evidence from past experiences that no sooner said than it is done. And that's real power. Number 2, be kind. Kind to yourself and others. We are so hard on ourselves and on others. The only way that we can grow and evolve as human beings into our self-realized version of ourselves is we have to be kind to ourselves when we make a mistake. This also goes for people in our lives. We can only grow and become better versions of ourselves in the warm and glowing sunlight, not by creating stormy weather and drowning in the flood of it. A very clear and enlightened friend of mine put it like this, and I love this. When you make a mistake, it's like making a Hollywood movie. It is a mistake. So what do professional wise actors do when they make a mistake? They think about what wasn't working and think about how they can do a better job and then perform another take, each time learning from the previous take until they nail it. They don't punish themselves and they don't blame others. They learn from the mistake so that they can get the result or take they desire. The analogy applies to us as well. Be kind to ourselves and others by giving us the gift of learning from our mistakes. Mistakes are breakdowns. And breakdowns hold the seeds, the potentiality of a breakthrough. Number 3, this brings me to this number 3. When we fall down in life, we succeed by not making it mean something disempowering about ourselves. Instead, we learn and we get back up. It's not the falling down in life that's the issue. The issue is when we allow ourselves to stay down, when we beat ourselves up, instead of simply getting back up, keeping it that simple. Create a new approach, learn something valuable from the situation, and try another approach. The difference between success and failure is whether we get back up or stay down. The difference between a master of life and a novice is how fast we get back up. Not that we fell down. So imagine approaching the situation the way Thomas Edison must have with each of his failed attempts to create the inexpensive light bulb. Electric lights already existed on a streetlight scale, when on this day in 1879, Edison tested the one he's famous for. Though he didn't come up with the whole concept, his light bulb was the first that proved practical and affordable for home illumination. The trick had been choosing a filament that would be durable and inexpensive, and Edison tested more than 6,000 possible materials before finding one that fit the bill: carbonized bamboo. 6,000 attempts shows how he didn't give up. The good news is that chances are you won't have to attempt something 6,000 times like he did before you succeed. The point is, though, like each successful person in the world, the key is to not give up. And what's more, if you find something of value in your attempts, you'll feel accomplished by learning something that will prove to get you that much closer to your ultimate success. Now, number 4, focus on what is working. What is valuable? What are you grateful for as you're pursuing your goals? Now, this fuels our inspiration. This illuminates the way. When we focus on or obsess on what's not going our way, the flaws in life, we not only create more of what we don't want, but we keep ourselves stuck in a dark place with no options as to how to proceed. Stuck is the operative word, and it's also a big energy drain, to say the very least. So if we just look at what's really valuable or what we're learning, we're going to feel like we're making that progress. We're going to be satisfied. Number 5, practicing balance in our lives is something our modern society doesn't emphasize enough. We need to create a balance between attending to work, our relationships, our health, mind, body, and spirit. So with paper and pen, clarify how you would like to experience your relationships, such as with love, cooperation, support, and how much time dedicated to work and how you want to experience that time allotted. What kind of hobbies would you like to cultivate? What do you enjoy? Sports, reading, writing, exploring new places? Also, how do you want to experience it? Such as, I write for an hour each morning and I love how creative I am, and it fills me up with inspiring energy that carries me throughout the day. That's an example of clarifying what you create, which is writing for an hour each morning, and your experience of it, inspiring and creative. And equally important is creating downtime. We live in a society that discourages us to take real downtime to recharge our batteries. Real downtime is not taking a day off to do chores and run errands. Real downtime is taking a full day to do whatever our hearts and our soul wants to do for ourselves. Really tune into yourself and do only what you want to do, not what you're supposed to do or what you should do, but what you really feel like doing. This takes being truly honest with yourself, because it could be tricky simply because we're not used to doing it. So when asking yourself, take out the I shoulds or what others want from you. Think to yourself, if the world stopped for a day, what would I do with my day, with myself? It's just my day and me. Maybe take a leisurely walk or take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, read an inspiring book, meditate, listen to music, call friends or family that you never seem to have enough time for. Try to refrain from tooling around on the internet or watching stressful and negative programming on TV. These kinds of things, they just drain you versus recharge you, and are also distractions from turning inward and answering to your internal deficits. Balance in life is one essential key to fulfilling and experiencing happiness and success. When we regularly apply these top 5 steps to our lives, experiencing real satisfying success and happiness, it makes it easy to become the best version of ourselves in this new year. So, thank you for watching. I'm curious to know what you get out of these 5 steps, so be sure to leave us your comments. We do read them and respond. And if you like this episode, please show your support by subscribing to our channel so we can continue to create more content designed to enhance your experience of life. For enlightening information to help you master the manifestation process, visit us at getyourlifenow.com. And until next time, manifest magic and miracles. Happy New Year.